Hey guys, welcome back to another fun-filled week of Co-Parenting for the Win. Last week's video, the introduction video, went really well. I've got quite a few likes and views on YouTube, Facebook, all that fun stuff. This week's topic is
Friendship.
friendship. It's going to be about how to stay friends for your kids, how we stay friends for ours, and things that a few topics in friendship that we want to cover. Because it's a key part in co-parenting. You have to understand that you are a team. Your sole purpose is to make sure that you guys are doing what is needed for your kid. So Jonathan and I have been best friends since 2009. It's when we first met, instantly clicked.
What is that long?
Yeah.
Oh.
We started dating in 2010.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2009. 10 years ago? Yeah, 10 and a half years ago.
Almost.
Yeah, almost 10 years ago.
9.5.
So, we just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that there are days where we do not get along. We've recently had one of those days where we've argued.
Yeah.
We know that the number one thing when arguing is space. We don't argue in front of our son. That's not anything healthy for him. If there is an issue that does happen in front of him, we try to make sure that he sees the resolution. If you're gonna cause an issue in front of your kid, you have to make sure that they get to see that problems get fixed. They don't just get ignored.
Without question.
Yes. Arguing is not about blame. It's not about who was wrong and who was right. When it comes to forgiveness, it just means knowing that you're willing to do whatever it takes to mend the fence with everything going on. John and I recently had a very, very fun argument over a meltdown at Texas Roadhouse. Yes. It's very loud in there. They play a lot of loud country music. There's always a lot of people. Blake stemmed out quite a bit. He was having a meltdown, and we both had different views on how it should have been handled. I didn't feel he was causing an issue to the people around us due to the fact that it was so loud. Nobody really noticed. Jonathan wanted to take him outside and sit with him in the car.
For a few minutes.
Yeah, we ended up just having everything boxed up and left, and we didn't talk to each other for the rest of the night. I ate my food. I went to bed. Blake went to bed. John put his food. You left your food on the counter.
I ate half of it. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Put it in the fridge.
No, I put it in the fridge.
I ate half of it.
Okay, I put it in the fridge. You left it on the counter. Okay. Your dog ate the bone from it today.
Agree to disagree.
There are times where we just need to vent to each other, about each other. Anyone that knows us knows that we are the first ones that will complain to the people close to us about each other. I'm the first one I will call my mom. If Jonathan is being childish, or is not listening, or is being mean. It's a big help to be able to vent to each other. It's a big help to be able to vent about each other. I have been called quite a few names over the past few years, and just so nice. We make jokes at each other's expense, but we try to be funny about it. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes we get called a blimp because we're pregnant, and I'm not a frickin' blimp.
Dude.
And then he asked if he could rent advertisement space.
Right here.
So nice.
Not there. Right there.
Okay.
Banner.
I'm gonna banner you in a minute. We pick on each other nonstop. But at the end of the day, John is my best friend. I couldn't imagine raising a wonderful little boy with anyone other than him. I couldn't imagine having anyone by my side when things get dark and rough. During my depression, John was there. During a lot of my previous relationships, John has been there to hold my hand, hug me when I cry, tell me if I've been stupid. If I was in the wrong, John's the first one to point it out. So it's very nice of him. I'm there for him whenever he needs it, whenever he wants to talk. We both vent to each other about work all the time. Because who doesn't?
Yeah.
who doesn't just love their job? I mean, we all love it so much. Who could complain? So it's a lot about understanding that your kids have to see you be
Get along.
friends. It's a big basis on how they're going to grow up and treat people. I don't ever want Blake to treat somebody with hate. I don't ever want Blake to dislike somebody or think that an argument, a simple argument, a little argument, isn't worth fixing the friendship he's got. Friendship means your best friend sitting next to you drinking a beer knowing that you can't.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. But letting you smell the beer, because that helps a lot. It's about remembering that we're still family. We're divorced, but we're still bonded together. We still have a human being that shares 50% of our DNA.
95% of mine.
Yeah, sorry. A human being who shares 95% of his DNA, about 3% mine, and 2% no one knows who.
His eyes changed.
Yes, his eye color has changed. So John's very happy about that. We get asked a lot how we stay friends, or how do you handle this? How do you handle John dating? How do you handle Jessica dating? And it's not easy.
Not at first.
No, it happens though. It's something that we've had to learn to move past. Something we've had to learn that'll happen. When I got engaged, John offered to be my bridesman. The person, he told me that if anyone was going to give me away, it was going to be him. Just take her. Just enjoy her. Get her off my hands. Kind of thing.
Run.
Play Rush 24/7.
Yes.
It's a lot of knowing that you sometimes have to...
Sorry.
Kip is broadcasting live right now on Xbox, and John's losing his shit. It's a lot of knowing that no matter what, you have to. There are some days you have to hold your tongue. There are some days you can't say what's on your mind. You can't say the first thing that comes out of your mouth because you know you're gonna hurt that person. We argue differently. John is a stand there and continue to argue with you kind of person. I may walk away. I like to walk away. I like to regain my thoughts and then come back and argue. Mainly, I like to plan the argument in advance in my head. That way I have every answer possible.
I just want to settle it right there. Just get through with it.
And then I become my mother when he decides that we're going to stand there and argue. I get very condescending. I get very hostile. I kind of feel like a cornered animal. But we've learned a lot through the years. We've had a lot of great times. We still have fun as best friends. We go out together. We have a blast together. I try to help John pick up chicks. I think I talked to 45 chicks that one night and told them how nice. I walked up to them. Oh my god, I totally love your shirt. And they're like, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you single? My best friend is single.
No matter how hideous and glittery that shirt was.
God, her shirt was that one. Shirts are terrible. People should not dress themselves. But he's still my best friend. I wouldn't get through a single day without having this human being beside me. I know that when things get rough and when work's been hell and I just feel like giving up, that John's there for me. With a tub of ice cream and our girls' nights. Us watching horror movies because I can't seem to find anybody, for me personally, who likes to watch horror movies with me. Because men are giant P words nowadays. So, it's really nice to have a best friend that you can depend on. And it's nice because Blake gets to see us together. He gets to see us having fun, and he gets to realize that it's not divorce.
You don't just see us dropping them off and leaving for so-and-so days and coming back and picking them up.
Divorce isn't a bad word.
No.
Co-parenting's not a bad word.
I hated it growing up. You hated it growing up.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
We both had that hostile drop-off, pick-up situation where, A, you either hoped your dad was coming to get you. It said he was, so you sat at the door and waited. Or where your parents badmouthed each other. Mine still do. I'm 24, and I'm still in the middle of my parents.
Yeah.
But, we don't want Blake to have that. We don't look down on each other. We don't disrespect each other.
I look down on you because you're shorter than me.
Not everyone can be perfect. But thanks. We just want to make sure that Blake has the happiest, healthiest vision of his parents. We know that it takes a lot for us to get along. We know there's a lot of you that can't do it. A lot of you that constantly tell us, oh, I couldn't be friends with my ex. I couldn't do this with my ex. It's not about you and your ex. It's about your kid. It's about knowing that he is the number one thing in your life. And he has to see healthy relationships. And if you're anything like us, you come from divorced parents who come from divorced parents who come from divorced parents. It's unfortunate. It happens. But we want to break that chain. We want to break the cycle. We want to help you guys break the cycle. This coming up Tuesday on the 16th.
Yeah.
We are going to do a live Facebook Q&A. We are going to do that at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are online, just click on. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, any ideas, just let us know. We'll try and cover everything asked. We're also, next week's topic is, I believe, education. I think that's what next week's topic is. Yeah, Rachel's thumbing it up over here. Rachel says yes. I'm glad she knows next week's topic. We don't.
So many.
Let's look for 1-3.
Doctors.
Oh, doctors. Doctors is
moved it
next
up.
week's topic, guys. So we're going to discuss doctors. We're going to discuss Blake's first initial diagnosis, how we got there, the struggles we've had finding a specialist, and
Trips to see HKD.
yeah, emergency
Virginia
room
Beach.
trips, long hours in the car to find a specialist where we're from, and then we're going to discuss the difficulties of having to take Blake to the ER. A lot of autistic parents will wait and take their kid to a standard doctor instead of going to see an emergency specialist when they need to, because emergency rooms are hectic for autistic kids. It's really hard for them. There's a lot of sounds, a lot of smells, a lot of bright fluorescent lighting. So we're going to go ahead and cover that topic next week. We're going to discuss how we get through doctor's office appointments and visits. We're going to discuss the struggles of your child getting shots, because ours has to be held down.
By multiple people.
Yeah, at first it seemed cruel. At this point, it's like all hands on deck. Just go ahead and grab a body part and hold. And then we're going to discuss our favorite doctors and our favorite doctor's appointments. That way, if you guys are anywhere in those locations that we have previously lived, you can go ahead and look up those doctors. We're going to give you the first signs of what we noticed with Blake with his autism. That way, if you have any questions about your kid, you can go ahead and get him checked out. Start that process. Even if your kid's not autistic, it's always good to know up front what kind of disabilities you're dealing with. There's a lot that you can't exactly see. There's a lot that you can't understand. It's hard seeing your baby be different. But we're going to help you guys through that. We're going to discuss everything that worked for us and stuff that didn't work for us. Like right now, melatonin is a hit or miss for us. One night it's great.
Upped it a little bit.
Yeah, we had up dosage because first night it was fantastic. Pretty sure it's because he was exhausted. Last few nights have been a little hectic. He's been up late or getting up way too early.
Yeah.
He was up at 4 a.m. this
We
morning.
went to bed at 11 or 12.
Went to bed around 12, was up at 4 a.m. in my bed, butt naked, which was just a fun way to find.
He never comes to my room.
No, he won't bother him. He'll bother me. So we're going to go ahead and cover that next week. If you guys have any questions, comments, and concerns, if you guys want to know what it's like to be best friends with your co-parent other half, let us know. If you guys have any questions of, hey, this is what's going on, what do you think we should do? You can get both perspectives. Just let us know. We'll both answer. We'll both send you a reply. That way you know, as a female and a mother, what I would do. As a male, what a father he would do. And, of course, John's favorite part of the video.
Yes. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel. And take care and have a good night.
Bye, guys. We'll see you guys on Tuesday at 7 o'clock on Facebook Live. And then next Friday, you're on YouTube.